Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics, where I just picked up a score on Facebook Marketplace. I was going to record some of the trip and the load up and all that, but I brought the camera but forgot to have a SD card inside. So this is it. Apparently it was advertised a couple of weeks ago for $2,700. And I noticed it there the other day, and 2,700 was X'd out, and it said 1,100. So he lowered the price, and then I thought about it. Then the next day, it was lowered to 900. So I messaged him, asked him if he still had it, and he's like, "Yep." Okay, so it's now apparently it's a 1969. Don't know exactly for sure because there's no title, but I'll check the VIN here in a little bit. So that was one reason he was selling it cheap. Now he said it turns over but doesn't run. Then when I get there, he says it will run, but it's going to need some work. It was his friend's car, or van. His friend bought it 5 years ago, but his friend just recently died a few months ago of cancer, and his friend gave this van to him. His friend never had a title to it, so we don't know about the title. So he's going to have to get a bonded title, court ordered title, something like that. Okay, I thought it was pretty cool. You don't see these anymore. I have no idea what it's worth, if it's worth fixing up. I haven't done no research on it. Even back in the day, you never seen these vans, maybe one or two. I don't know why that was, whether people just didn't fix them up. If they were too ugly, people just, they rusted, got wrecked, they just went to the crusher. But anyway, nowadays, I think it's pretty cool. It's definitely a survivor, I would put it. There's so many words to describe this van, such as a survivor. It's nostalgic, it's cool, it's neat, it's, I don't know. It's just, it's something different, unique. I don't know, there's just something about it. And it's a blank canvas. It's pretty much, nothing's been done to it. We'll get to the inside here in a little bit. Nothing's been done to it. It's just I don't know if it was used as a work van at some point. You know, no modifications, windows put in, no nothing. Okay, so let's go over it. This whole front, now I've never owned one of these vans. I've never worked on them. Now apparently this is 64 to 70 style. We looked up some stuff because I was like, that's what I told the guy. We talked for a while, and I was like, I don't even know if stuff is available for this. So he was looking stuff up, like, you know, like door weather stripping and stuff like that. And it is all available. Door weather stripping, the window belt moldings, the window channel, even the windshield trim. It sounded a little pricey too. It might be about $300 or $400 a door for all the weather strip and moldings. Because I said, well, at least gotta have the two front doors. You don't want wind noise in it. Okay, so this does not open up, and I don't know. These are two socket extensions. I meant to see what these are. These are for the wipers, obviously. Not sure what those two socket extensions are. This is dented in here, no big deal. Now this doesn't open up or nothing. There's nothing there. It's a very unique engine placement design. Okay, now it's apparently a Chevy van 108. The paint looks like somebody rolled on some house paint or something. It's all lacquer checked, and it's got to be stripped all the way down the metal. See, it's all... Now this guy claims there's media blasting companies that'll come to your house and do the whole thing for like 400 bucks. I've never heard of them that cheap or portable coming out, especially when you live out in the country, but maybe in the city. But it might be something to check into, because this thing, the problem is too, there's a lot of dents, and I mean, just the Audis here, but just hammered with dents. Dents here, all mangled up along there. There's not much rust or anything other than these door pillars. And he mentioned that in the ad. This is going to have to be reworked. Plus it's leaking in water. The fuse block is right here. It's leaking water into that. It's leaking water into this. The roof. We'll have to go over this roof here in a minute. This buddy done some weird stuff to it. Screwed the braces onto the roof. Whole bunch of screws. I wonder if pole barn garage work on this. He loves putting them self-tappers all over the place. Okay, let's remember how everything worked. Little straps missing. So those are the two side doors. Okay, let's just go. I haven't even unstrapped it, guys. Got a homemade type trailer hitch, but it looks like it's just welded to the face of the bumper. I was lucky to get it on the trailer without it breaking off. I probably should have strapped it to the rear end. Okay, here's some. It didn't quite hit. Let's. Amazingly, all the latches work pretty good. Some wires. He thinks this may be the passenger seat. Doesn't know for sure. He's pretty sure that's the gas tank for it. The gas. Put gas in, it's right there. And it looks like it's, we can look underneath here since it's on the trailer. Don't have to lay on the ground. Pretty sure the gas tank goes right there. It looks like new exhaust. Single exhaust all the way down. 2 leaf springs on it. Why the gas tank's out, I don't know. Feels empty. We can maybe pop this off and take a peek. It doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look beat up. Let's take a look at it. No, doesn't look beat up. Got the sending unit and ground, and just one line, fuel line going in. She's bent up right there. Okay, he threw in this bumper. He thinks that's a spare bumper for this. It would be for the rear, because it's got the license plate light. He threw that in at the last minute. This is the engine cover. Got a straight 6. He claims it's a 1975 engine. And I don't know. We'll have to run some numbers. It looks, to me, it looks older than that. This is the battery box. So, Yeah, I bought this 18 miles from me, from Gordonville, Texas. I don't know where his friend lives, but I'm sure it was probably close by. So a North Texas vehicle. He put a battery in it for me. It cranked over once or twice and the battery went dead. It almost fired. Yeah, there's some brake. We use this brake cleaner. There's a little bit left. This seat, I don't know what it's for. Definitely not from this van, but okay. So she's straight 6. If it is a 75 model, he said they added. No, his friend didn't do much to this. He thinks that's an add-on. That's a HEI distributor. We'll check the wiring. There's the factory wiring coming down here. Looks like that green wire is going into the distributor. Because originally this would have been points. And then little 1 barrel. And it's a 3-speed standard. He thinks the clutch works okay. But yeah, it looks like the original radiator in here. Okay. Well, let's go up here. This is I think this is the seat mount here, and there, and there. But we'll have to figure something out. He said he had some forklift seats that kind of fit in here, so it might be something to look out for. Glove box here. It looks like there was some type of dash thing on there. Windshield is not cracked. It's all kind of faded around the edges, but it's not busted. AM radio, don't know if it works. What's that say? Choke, for a choke. Yeah, the cover was on here. But yeah, she's probably pretty loud, being an engine's right beside you. And all the insulation is all worn off. So let's we'll go around on the driver's side. Oh, so see these braces here, self tappers, all in these braces. So I went to look at the roof. Here they all are. They're all sticking out through the roof. This whole back section looks all warped right across there. And there's some holes in it, like back here and here, right through it. A couple of them have some silicone. Looks like probably a roof rack was on it. So yeah, it's kind of warped there. This roof would probably just be, there's a lot of dents on it. Just paint it white and put maybe some bed liner on it and a roof rack. Load it up with like my Jeep, those cargo things. Put a couple of them on there or something. And no body work. It's going to be way too much work to straighten and block out all that roof. Probably should put some bonding sealant in there and take out all them screws. Probably have to do that at some point. Now this roof, not too bad, but that whole front part, that might not be rust. That might just be headliner residue. See some rust along that top ledge there. These take car rims instead of truck. So 4.75 These are 15-inch 255 60/15, and they look pretty good. No cracks, no weather cracking. But they're not all matching. There's 2 of these and 2 of these. A little bit of checking, but not too bad. These are 205 70/15, and these aren't. These are kind of old, but these 2 look pretty new. So anyway, yeah, tell me if you think these rally rims look good on here. Was this the? Yeah, there's a little rust hole here, some Bondo here. Yeah, the whole thing has to be stripped down, but you know, really not bad at all. I don't think I like the standard 3-speed for this van. You know, a sports car with a 4-speed standard, that'd be fine. 3-speed's a little outdated, and especially in a van. I think I'd rather have an automatic in a van. Little teeny drive shaft, thin, skinny drive shaft. But yeah, you can see the new exhaust. Looks like a glass pack. It should sound pretty good. Check out this door. This door opens up. Yeah, the only really bad rust are these pillars here, and then kind of in here. Not to really, if I get anything sandblasted or media blasted, it'd be all these door jams in here. I don't know what this. Oh, the bad thing about this is it's got no brakes whatsoever. There was something. The master cylinder cap was. I think that's the battery cover, and there's a master cylinder cap. I'll show you where the master cylinder is in this, because you gotta remember there's no hood, there's nothing under the hood. You don't open up a hood to check any fluids or anything like that. Everything's inside the van. Yeah, I think this is just. Yeah, this is just residue from some headliner. I'll have to scrape all that out of there. Okay. You remember, there's no gonna be no seat belts or nothing in these vans. So what's over here? Blower motor. There's no AC. We look under here to see. Got the trailer thing right in the way. Let's go up underneath here. Show you how the radiator gets air. Right here. See there, the air just goes into there, hits the radiator. Doesn't look like any rust underneath here or nothing. Very simple, basic front end with leaf springs. These things probably doesn't ride very good being leaf springs. I guess in '71 they changed body styles, and they're probably a much better van being coil spring front end. Probably that's why nobody fixed these up. I don't know. Probably due to the engine being where it is and the front end being redesigned. The 71s and up are probably way more desirable. This mirror's busted off. Not too concerned about originality. Kind of a cool looking mirror, but don't know if it'd be factory or aftermarket. I just soon put aftermarket mirrors on it. Called the 108. Probably the most basic model. Door hangs a little bit. Needs pins or something. Okay, here's the I believe that's the VIN number. GM Corporation. Conforms to all federal motor vehicle safety standards applicable at time of manufacturer. So I got a bill of sale from them, and I told them I may have to take it to a police department or sheriff's office to have the VIN checked to make sure that it's never been stolen at some point or anything like that. In a database of being stolen in the past, you never know these days. So he said, oh yeah, no problem, I'll try to do it for you too. At my local, where he lived, there wasn't any police station or anything like that. I'll have to go into another town and try it. So he'll let me know. There's a rust hole there. I don't know if this is being welded up or what. Rust hole there. Some rust there. This is the little fuse block. Looks kind of rusty. It is rusty. That's going to have to be gone through. And I says, how would somebody fill up this thing of windshield washer? I'm like, well, where do you fill that up? I guess you would pull it out, up and out to fill it up, and then stick it back in. I don't know. There's nowhere to... Okay, here's the master cylinder right there. I don't know how much of a pain in the ass it is. Oh, here's a little bucket of bolts. Starter shims. Figure out what's been going on. This, I guess, is the factory seat. See how they mount there and there. We'll have to figure something out for seats, guys. You know me, I got so many junk cars. We'll try to find a set of buckets at some point and put in there. Okay. Clutch, brake. Let's sit in this bad boy. Okay. Missing the center cap. What do we got here? Defroster pull. Air pull. Ain't gonna be air conditioning. That's just for fresh air to come in. Fan off high. That's what those buttons are for. Lights right here. Wiper washer. Nothing. Maybe that was a cigarette lighter or something. Said that's the choke. This looks like the emergency brake. Key, yeah, the key did work. He was, in fact, it looks new. Somebody put in new ignition and new keys. That's cool. Probably not a key for the outside locks. He did mention that they make aftermarket a whole thing with everything into one. I don't. He was looking up some parts and said that. It's just laying here, oil gauge, but it's not hooked up. We don't want to take a chance of that breaking the windshield. Throw that on the ground. Rear view mirror goes right there. We'll lay that down. Sun visor's missing. There's some rust here too. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to take out this seal to fix some of that rust. That might have been for sun visors to clip into, I don't know. Anyway, no sun visors as far as I could tell. Remnants of a interior light. Ashtray. Your ashtray. Well, this ain't the original radio because it says a Ford era Nutronic Aerotronic. So that doesn't look like the factory radio. These look like the defroster vent speaker, defroster vents. Yeah, this outside looks good, just the inside, the inside pillar looks good, just the outside. And I don't know what's going on here, how that rusted, but look at the engine from this side. We could probably look up some of these numbers. Just a very basic, oh, is there no, there's no, not even no power steering on this thing. No power steering. Ooh, that's gonna be kind of, well, I don't know. Power steering and automatic would be my choice. So, putting a spring to it. He said it does, he was pushing it or pulling it or something, and he was like, yeah, the clutch does work, it engages. Gas pedal works. And you got a vent down here. Very basic accessories and wiring and stuff. It should be pretty simple to work on. Because like I said, it's an open canvas. I think it's a lot better than buying, if you were to customize a van up, it'd be better to start with an open canvas instead of starting with something with all weird, whole bunch of seats and stuff you'd have to pull, that like the 88 van, stuff that doesn't work anymore, electric seats, and trying to fix that or take it all out and put in new stuff, and taking out carpet and interior panels and door panels and taking all that stuff off and trying to replicate it. Whereas this, it's an open canvas. The guy said he's got a van project right now that's pretty much done, but he said he would like to put all wood paneling in here and have it media blasted and paint it, and then he was gonna probably just sell it. But yeah, it's all, you know, all the door panels are metal. Looks like at some point a long time ago somebody drilled out for speakers there, speaker holes. I don't know if that'd be factory or not, probably not. But yeah, they put the same type of house paint or something. Yeah, this is all the see the weather stripping here, all that stuff, the felt type of stuff. I think that's what's going to add up on this van, all that little stuff, because it's just never been fixed up or anything. Just all original. The tags on it, is it 90 or 99? Oh, 99? No, 89. That's 89. 89. He said there was a sticker. 8th and something's missing here. Yeah, we're gonna say around 89, 90. So that would be 35 years. Been setting up for 35 years, and who knows before that. I said even back in the 80s, I don't remember any of these being around. But so anyway, I think the first step is to stick a battery in it. I don't know whether to hook up a gas can, or I guess we can hook up a gas can for now and a fuel line to the engine and see if it draws gas, see if the fuel pump from that engine works and draws gas out of a can, and then check out this tank and maybe mount it back up. But here are the gas tank straps. You just pulled them and wrapped them around the hitch, and this wiring here is trailer wiring or something. and then unload it. I think it'd be probably, well, it doesn't matter. I'd say it'd be easier to work on it on the trailer. Let's see if this tire's matching. Yeah, these tires, yeah, 255, 60, 15. Yeah, there's a little bit of weather checking going on up there, but we're not bad at all. Nice tread. Those are kind of expensive tires. Oh, right here. Cracked. Not the best. Yeah, y'all have to, here's the shocks here. I don't know if that's booger welds up there or what. I'll have to check it out. It's definitely a project, guys. A big, well, it depends on what you want to do. If you wanted to flip it, you know, do a little bit of work to it, get it running, driving, stopping, sell it as a runner. But yeah, if you were to go ahead with the paint and body work, ooh, it'd be a big job stripping this down. And so yeah, I have no idea what I want to do with this. Fix it up factory, fix it up custom, make a camper van out of it, make it more of a utility van. I have a ton of van parts. I showed a couple of vans. I actually have another Ford custom van over there, and I actually took the windows out because it was going to be crushed, and they look really good. I could put van windows in here, but you know, you don't know whether you want to cut something like this up. So been original so long, would you want to cut it up? You definitely would if you wanted it to be a camper van. Use it for camping and everything. Definitely have some nice modern windows that slide, you know, they slide open. They got the screen for bugs and all that on it. It'd be a vast improvement, but do you want to cut this up? Y'all have to give me suggestions and stuff on it. It's not going to be a project that I'm going to do right away, because I got other stuff I want to get done first. I just thought it was a good deal, kind of a unique vehicle and all that. So let me kept Nikki in her pen there while I was gone, because it's been in there for a while. See, I think I'd rather fix that van up than something like this. I don't know. That's just me. I think I may move this van back. I'd like to leave this area open where I can pull cars in and out. Might move this van back and back the other van in. Well, we can always move it. Back it in right here. So let me bring the truck up. We'll unload it and see if we can get a gas can, a gas hose, a battery, and see if we can get her running and it staying running. With no brakes, probably can't drive it that much or very fast. I don't want to smash into anything. But yeah, let me know what y'all. There's something missing here. Probably said Chevrolet. I would like to get that. I think that would be pretty cool. I like factory emblems and stuff. Yeah, no busted glass. That's pretty cool. Don't need a whole lot of parts for this other than seals and window weather stripping and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's kind of neat. Okay, let me get it unloaded over there, and we'll try to get her running, see what it sounds like. Make sure it's not clicking, knocking, smoking, all rattling, all that stuff. If it's a good engine, we'll keep it like that. If not, I think I'd rather keep it a 6-cylinder I know there's going to be a ton of people, oh, you got to put a V8 in it, got to put a V8. Well, I don't know, with the engine sitting right beside you, a V8 might get kind of hot, and it's not really needed. I mean, what? You're not making a race van out of it, you're making a cruiser. You would want to use it for driving long distances and getting good gas mileage. No use putting a big old gas hog V8 in there. But yeah, let me know what you would do with it. Okay, let me get her unloaded and I'll be back. Okay guys, I rolled it off the trailer. That's one good thing, it does roll. So needing brakes, at least the brakes aren't all stuck. But eventually we'll take off all the wheels, check everything. But the first thing is a master cylinder. That's like the guy I bought it from said that was out. So, okay. So I got to put the battery in it. This heater hose was low on oil, just a little bit showing, so I put in a quart or so of oil. This looks like a piece of wood is jammed in it. Then I noticed the other one was capped off, and I found this laying on the floor. So I think there was a cap on that. These are probably the heater core right here, and it's disconnected. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's leaking or something, but nothing that I can see in the radiator. Okay, so I took a fuel line. Fuel pump's right here. I took a rubber fuel line. I didn't have a long enough one, so I hooked two together using a filter as a joiner. So we got that in a couple of gallons in the tank there, and then I put some in a cup that will pour down the carburetor, get her primed. I should probably stick a vice grip or something right there to hold that, but we'll give her a shot. Put my phone up here. Okay, the little one barrel, that's the float right there. We'll try to fill it up without we're probably flooding it, but it'll be all right. Okay, the key's there, so we'll, let me see here. On the tree, let's get her in neutral so we don't start in gear. Got a little heat riser choke. Oh, we got the choke button here. I wonder if that works. No, that's not hooked up. I'll try her again. Oh, she's rolling. Hopefully it's not in gear, but sounds pretty good. That just smells like raw gas, guys. It doesn't look like oil or anything, but she's low on oil, so it probably uses them. Most of these 6-cylinders do. don't see no fuel coming out of here. Maybe you got a bad fuel pump. We'll try a little bit more. You know, I should pour some fuel down here, prime that pump up a little bit. We'll try it one more time. If she doesn't start pulling, we'll try to prime it. That fan's on there, man. If that fan ever let go, it's tight, but a little dangerous. A little thin piece of metal holding. Yeah, this is she's not pulling any fuel, guys. Let me pour some fuel down there. See if we can get that fuel pump working. If not, we'll have to get another one later. But yeah, it sounds good. We can't run it for long anyway because well, I guess we can put some coolant in there. But yeah, let me try to prime that fuel pump. I'll be back. It's not sucking no gas from the can, guys. I guess that fuel pump's shot. But it sounds pretty good. Yeah, that fuel pump, it'll only be about 20 bucks or so. We'll get a new fuel pump and, well, I guess some new fuel lines, and we need to take that. We'll have to do it on another video. We'll take that sender unit off the tank. Check out the inside of the tank. Yeah, I don't know if I want to buy a new one or not, if it's cruddy in there, or just take a chance with it. But yeah, I seen the rubber line from that tank to the steel line coming up to here. So we'll have to get a new rubber line from fuel pump to the steel line at the beginning, steel line at the end, rubber line from the steel line at the end to the tank. And well, them straps are all messed up. I don't know if I can straighten up them straps. That's the thing. I don't know if they'll sell these straps. But it'd be nice to put the original tank in there and have it running on that instead of a you know, gas jug. So we can do that. Fill up the radiator, see if there's any leaks. Well, and then drive it. See if it's got a clutch. Pretty sure it does. It feels good. And then from there, we'll go with the brakes. See if I can get a master cylinder. Get up underneath there, see how that brake system is. I think I've seen a portioning valve through here somewhere. Anyway, I thought the cap was laying on the floor somewhere, but there is a cap on there. Well, anyway, we'll check that out. And then after, you know, then we'll just go from there. We'll get her up in the air and check the brakes, stuff like that. Get it all mechanically good. and just keep going. But yeah, okay, we'll leave the video at that. I think it's a pretty good deal for 800 bucks. Let me know what y'all think. Thinks it's worth fixing up? How far would you go with it? It doesn't have factory AC, so you gotta, you know, and 1 month before I'd have to leave for, I know this video is gonna come out about a week after I made it, but at this moment it's a month to a hot rod power tour. Fix up, take it on hot rod power tour. I wouldn't be able to get the paint done, but no, I wouldn't want to take it looking like this. I'm not a patina looking. Figure out why these little deals are sticking out here. They must be for the windshield wiper squirters. Yeah, it'd be the first body work I'd fix is this big dent right here. We'll use that new Vevor machine there. See if we can pull all that out nice. And go from there. Yeah, I don't know, it's pretty neat, guys. What do you all think? It looks kind of weird with them doors open like that. But yeah, there isn't much room between you and the front. You know, the front's right there. There's nothing there. No big long hood, no big frame. You hit something above the frame, like a newer truck nowadays that they all sit high. You hit a newer truck's bumper that's there, you're probably dead. Your legs would be crushed. This is a really, really unsafe vehicle to drive. Very dangerous. I'm surprised. Oh, what was that? Ralph Nader didn't do a thing. He did a thing on the Corvairs being the most unsafe vehicles. This would be really unsafe. But then again, it's classified as a truck, so it didn't have to pass safety standards as a car would. So it survived this long. So we'll see if we can fix her up and let her survive a little longer. Okay, guys. Subscribe if you haven't. Had a bunch of people and comments on other YouTubers there saying they're being unsubscribed. YouTube glitch. So make sure you're subscribed. Like, comment, share, all that stuff. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks everybody for watching.